Let's be honest about the state of the industry. 5 years ago, a property management software that synced your Airbnb calendar to Vrbo was considered cutting edge. You copy-pasted check-in instructions, you manually updated rates across different browser tabs, and if you grew past 10 properties, you hired someone to do it all over again. But that era is over. In 2026, a calendar sync doesn't qualify as a full solution. The baseline is now an operating system. Today, your software shouldn't just save time, it should actively generate revenue and prevent costly errors. If your current system lacks the following 4 pillars, you are effectively running a business on 2019 infrastructure. Here are the must-have property management software features that separate a modern platform from an expensive spreadsheet. There's a massive gap between simply having a channel manager and actually thriving with it. Basic platforms rely on iCal imports. This technology essentially copies a calendar file every 15 to 30 minutes. That means when a booking comes in on Vrbo, your Airbnb listing might not update for half an hour. You're exposed. One double booking costs you the reservation, the refund, and the hours spent fixing the mess. Modern distribution requires an API-connected channel manager. An API connection pushes updates in real time, but the software features matter less than the relationship. You need to check for preferred partner status with Airbnb and Booking.com. This status means the online travel agency trusts the data flowing from your PMS. You get priority placement in search, faster sync speeds, and access to features like the Airbnb Resolution Center that standard iCal connections cannot touch. When evaluating software, look for tools like Guesty, which have formal partner status, not just generic integration language. There's a big difference between connecting to a channel and being trusted by one. Every host hates the 2 a.m. check-in question, "Where are the extra towels?" or the panic when a guest cannot find the lockbox code you already sent. Template-based autoresponders catch the obvious stuff, but for 2026, you need AI messaging. Modern AI inboxes analyze incoming messages to detect sentiment and draft responses that match your specific voice. Whether you're friendly, professional, or strictly business, the AI adapts. The best systems translate automatically, so you are not scrambling when a French guest books through Booking.com. The real shift is that advanced AI can now answer with high levels of accuracy. When a guest asks about late checkout or pet policies, the AI pulls from your existing listing data and property rules. It avoids generic "thanks for reaching out" deflections and gives a real answer. For hosts running 1 or 2 properties alongside a day job, this feature is the difference between constant phone checking and actual freedom. You get 24/7 responsiveness without hiring a 24/7 team. Guest communication gets the attention, but operations make or break your margins. Field teams, including cleaners and maintenance crews, need more than a text thread. They need mobile task management. The software feature you need here is automation that triggers assignments the moment a guest checks out. Your cleaner should open an app, see today's turnovers, and work through a property-specific checklist. Check under the beds, restock the coffee, photograph the bathroom. Once they mark the job complete, you get a notification and photo proof. This isn't about micromanaging, it's about visibility. When something goes wrong, you find out before the next guest arrives. If you manage properties for other people, trust accounting isn't optional. It is the price of admission for serious clients. Owners want to see exactly how their income breaks down. They need to see gross rental revenue, your commission, cleaning fees, and net payout. They want monthly statements that look professional, not a spreadsheet thrown together at the last minute. Guesty, for example, solves this with the Owners Portal. This is a purpose-built hub giving owners 24/7 access to statements and property performance. It stops the phone from ringing every time they want a simple update. Beyond owner relations, dynamic pricing has moved from nice to have to a baseline expectation. A PMS that only manages bookings leaves money on the table. Native pricing tools like the Guesty Price Optimizer watch market demand and competitor rates. This ensures you're not charging $150 on a weekend when the neighborhood is sold out at $280. The financial feature set signals whether you are running a hospitality business or a side project. Owners notice. There is one property management software feature that rarely shows up on comparison charts: the ability to grow without switching platforms. A host managing 2 beach condos today might have 8 next year. An operator with 15 urban units might acquire a competitor's portfolio of 40. When that happens, your PMS must handle the load. Ask yourself these questions. Can you add team members with granular permissions? Can you unlock enterprise analytics? Can you integrate with your accounting software? Start with the features you need now, but make sure the path to what you will need next year does not require starting over. Let's address the common questions about choosing the right software. First, is a channel manager the same as a PMS? No, a channel manager creates a link between booking platforms to sync availability and rates. A property management system handles that, plus reservations, guest communication, operations, financials, and reporting. Most modern PMS platforms include channel management as a core feature. Second, do I need a separate tool for dynamic pricing? It depends on your PMS. Some platforms like Guesty include native pricing optimization. Others require you to integrate with third-party tools. Native tools are usually simpler to set up and manage. For hosts with fewer than 10 properties, native pricing typically covers the need perfectly. Third, what feature matters most for a single property host? Start with a unified inbox and automated messaging. Guest communication is the highest volume task for any host. Response time directly impacts your bookings and reviews. Once communication is automated, focus on channel management reliability. A double booking on your only property is not an inconvenience, it's a disaster. Finally, is AI and property management actually useful yet? Yes. AI-powered messaging can now handle over 90% of routine guest inquiries without human intervention. The technology has moved past gimmick status. Hosts report cutting response times from hours to minutes and reclaiming 5 to 10 hours per week. However, AI quality varies wildly between platforms. Always test it before you commit.